Hello, welcome back guys on my channel. So today my video topic is the Aemeath pulling opinion. Now you already know that Aemeath banner is going to be end 1 or 2 days later. If you don't know, I just letting you to know. By the time this video is released, the banner is already gone and you have ever chance of getting her again, but you have to wait for 1 or 2 months later on her return to get her again. So in here, if you're one of those guys who really still have a question about should you even pull for her or not, this video is going to be really helpful for you, so stick with me. So let's talk about it. So first of all, when the Aemeath was teased, she was very much of a hype character and she just totally take the spotlight of the 3.1 version 0's character because the way they just portrayed her, the way they just give her a 4 different set of ultimate which make a set of a standard for every other open world gacha games to meet the expectation. Like if you really want to beat that kind of expectation, you have to do better than the Aemeath does by the Kuro games. So Aemeath 4 different animation is also not even just for the showcase, they are also do a massive amount of damage, so you are getting like a 4 different types of damage with the 4 different types of animation, which creates a hype between the communities of the Wurthering, and also they are poking the Genshin Impact that you are a 5 years old game that you cannot even do this kind of animation. Well, I'm not going to go into that topic into that deep, so just mind their own business. One thing is for sure, if you really want to pull for Aemeath, you have to commit 2 things. First of all, do you really like her character design or do you really need a new DPS character? Because you already know there is a word which is totally surfing around the gacha space all the time, not for only a single game, other games too, which as the support character are the eternal and the DPS character is a limited one, because some of the support character can even sustain for 1 or 2 years later, but the DPS character cannot only be like a sustain 1 or 2 patches, which is consist around like a 30 or 60 days. You already know that what I'm trying to say here. So if I just give you an example, which is the Genshin Impact most infamous example, because Bennett and also Shinchu, which is came from the 1.0 version of Genshin Impact, they are still relevant to this day after 5 years later. There is also character in Wurthering, which is the Shorekeeper. She was released like a more than 1.5 years ago and she is still relevant to this day. Well, they didn't even release so many sustain character. If they released like a Shorekeeper, would not even have this kind of a credibility, but the way we have a less sustain character in this game, Shorekeeper is taking the top spot. So other characters such as the Linai, which is also coming in version 3.0 and for the first phase, and this character is also a sub DPS and also the providing all types of damage buff, which is a 73% is a massive boost. Same goes for the another character comes right after her, which is the Morny. She also providing a like a 25% or 23%, which is warp around to 98%, almost 100% all types of damage bonus to the whole teammate, and it is a uptime. So these 2 characters are totally giving you a huge amount of shield, huge amount of HP and also damage resistance, which is only done by the Morny, but Lina only give you at 73% with her signature weapon. Without it, it is going to be 49%. So if you just having those 2 characters in your team will be a wheelchair team. So like in any character, it can be like a powerful one. If I just give you an example, which is the Lingyang, you can say the most nightmare for the every character by lost and 50 hit with him. So this character can also be powerful if you just have those 2 characters, which is Lina and Morny, with in his team. So that much of a how powerful these 2 characters can make each and every DPS character. So when it comes to the Aemeath, she is any other DPS character, she going to have a like a shining spot, like a 1 or 2 page, more than 7 months, that's it. But after that, another character will take her spot, just like the Zani and also the other character top on the list. I didn't even answer this question, that if you really want to like her playstyle and also if you really have a less of a fusion characters on your roster, then I guess you should even pull for her. Other than that, I guess she is not even worth it. You have to save your pull for next support character, which is the Morny and also Linai. Just get those 2. You don't have to worry about anything, and the way they are just making the game like a more HP focus and also increase the HP, I guess there will be much more powerful DPS coming right after it. And the way they are just setting the standard for each and every character, or you can say hype character, there will be another character which is coming up, which is the anniversary character, which is going to be happen like a 1 or 2 months later. You already know that. So when the anniversary drop, the another most powerful character going to be dropped, but I guess that character is not going to be top up to the Aemeath. That character can be like a higher number from the Aemeath 1 or 2%, or like at least 10% better, but those 2 characters going to be top of the chart board along with side each other. So that's not to be scared about it. All you have to do, just pull or wait for those like a 2 support character, Morny and also Linai, and wait for the anniversary character. Other than that, if you really want to live up to the hype with Aemeath, like a 4 types of default and ultimate animation, I guess you can even choose her without any day. That's it. Besides than that, the build that they are trying to provide here, which you can even just use your wave plates to farm it. Other than that, there is also another set, which is the Nightmare set. This Nightmare set can only be applicable to through the farming of a certain areas and also certain place where you can even just farm for a day and you have to wait for another day. But in this case, Aemeath does not even have that. You can even use your wave plates. If you already stored so many wave plates in your storage, you can even just use it to build your Aemeath to the fullest, or you can say perfect stats. Other than that, the signature weapon of Aemeath does not even require her the actual signature weapon. You can even use it with a standard weapon, which is a crit rate weapon, which is a sword, and she can even still work fine because her signature weapon does not even give you any kind of a special passive, which passive should be on that character instead of this signature weapon. Well, if you just somehow get her signature weapon, that will be give you a fusion resistance down, defense down, and also crit damage, so many types of buff. Those are minimum things, not even like a huge things. Other than that, standard weapon is going to be a perfect one. And I didn't even see her F2B options. Most of the time she is totally working with, which is a Morny and Lina, which is the best team slot, and also other team where you have to have the Lupa and her signature weapon, which is very much of a costly, and you can even consider those team as a fusion team. That's it. Other than that, I'm not saying that she's a mostly versatile character just like the Agosta does, because Agosta required only Mortify and also the Varina, which is a standard character, and you can even get the Mortify 4-star version by playing through the story. They will give you a free version of it. You don't have to worry about it. I already give you a much of information that what kind of things Aemeath is and should you even invest her on it. I guess you can even take your decision right now if you already store good amount of pulls. So I guess that's all for this video. If you have any kind of comments regarding this topic and also regarding my opinion, you can even drop it, and see you on the next video. Peace.